Welcome back, guys. It's the international break, and unfortunately, after that horrible loss, we have to talk about the next big elephant in the room, and that is their injuries. Arsenal are having so many injuries. It's almost an injury crisis at this rate. Now, the latest ones we're being told about is now Eze, which literally has just made me very, very upset. And it's been reported that Eze is set to miss crucial games in the next few weeks, and this includes the games such as Sporting Lisbon, Bournemouth, Man City, and potentially Newcastle. That's the most notable ones, the Man City one and the Newcastle games. And it's just so frustrating because it's been happening a lot this season. Just when a player is about to pick up some form, we saw it with Yokers, we saw it with Madueke, we saw it with Gabriel Jesus last year, we saw it with Trossard. Just when a player is about to pick up some form or is on some form, boom, they get hit with an injury and then they have to come back. Now it looks like Eze is now part of that ongoing list because it was so frustrating. He was literally building up and he was playing so good in the most recent few games. He was performing better, and then the injury hits in a position where we already have so many injuries. You had Martin Odegaard missing almost half the season with the injuries he's had. Then you have this, and especially we are already a team that really struggles in terms of creativity, and this is a position that you do not want any more injuries in, especially because we are entering such a crucial part of the season. And it brings up the question, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people are probably fed up of hearing it. Why was Nwaneri loaned out? I remember when he was loaned out, I remember David Ornstein doing like an interview and talking about Arsenal loaned him out because they were not expecting any more injuries in that position. And I remember it, even to this day, it has to be the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I think I pronounced that right, ridiculous. Literally the most craziest thing I've ever heard. How can a team that gets injuries every season, throughout the season we've gone so many injuries, how can you take the risk and let him go on loan? And when you know how many injuries we get, it's completely like, do they not watch Arsenal? Like, how many times last season we've been destroyed with injuries? This season we're having Martin Odegaard coming in and out of the team, Kai Havertz with a long-term injury, and they thought they were not going to get any more injuries. I mean, like, how stupid must that be? I'm sorry, like, how can the doctors, the manager, how can they not see this coming? And especially in such a crucial position, because you've seen how important number 10 is for this team. We literally have no starting, when you look at our games, right? Let me see if I can find your game. We have no number 10s at this current moment in time, and a number 10 in our team is especially important because of the way we play. Because right now, let's be honest, we already know we struggle with creativity, and we needed a creative midfielder to stay fit, and unfortunately this is going to have a very big impact. We saw Kai Havertz play as a number 10 against Manchester City, and instantly you saw he is not a number 10. He is not a type of player to pick up the ball and create chances, and it had a massive impact in our last game because we simply just didn't have anyone to link the midfield to attack, and we struggled to create chances. Now there is reports saying Martin Odegaard is actually due to come back very soon, but the issue is I don't know how accurate that report is, because ever since his injury against Brentford, we've been hearing the same thing for God knows how long, every week, that he's getting closer and closer, and he's still not here. So, and plus, he's missed a lot of games this season. Like, he's missed a lot of fixtures, and on top of that, is he going to start straight away? Is it even safe for him? Because there was considering he's coming back from a long-term injury or recurring injury, is it safe for us to start him? But we're gonna have to almost force him or push him to play because we have no alternative. And on top of that, another question to ask is, how has Martin Odegaard been this season? Because I'm sure you recall there was a period of the season where he wasn't performing to his usual standards. And so what happens with that? Is he going to go back to the usual Martin Odegaard we know? Yeah, we just don't know. But all I can tell you is we need someone in that position because we need a number 10. We need more creativity on that pitch because right now a lot of our players are just not creative enough. So we need Martin Odegaard back. And also with the international break, a lot of Arsenal players have been pulling out, which I'm happy about. I'm hoping it's just because of precaution and they're not actually injured. But a lot of players, Trossard, Timber, Eze. So obviously we know Eze, but who else was there? Timber. Sorry, Gabriel was one. Trossard was one. Them two are the ones that come to my head. But a lot of other players have been pulling out, Saliba as well, which I'm happy because it's such a crucial part of the season that we just cannot risk injuries. I was hoping Declan Rice and Saka and Calafrio actually pull out as well because of how minutes them two have played, in specifically Declan Rice and Saka. But also Calafrio, he's been getting injured a lot this season, and we're going to need him. But I guess some players just want to play for the national team, and that's understandable. But I'm just hoping this does not cost us, because I don't want these players talking about in interviews how badly they want to play, how badly they want to win trophies for Arsenal, but at the same time they risk themselves for these absolutely pointless international games, which literally means nothing. I mean, seriously, if Declan Rice or Bukayo Saka do not go play for England in the next international game, what's going to happen? Are they going to get replaced? Are they going to get dropped? No, because they are the best players in their position. They are going to start regardless. So it just doesn't make sense. And so I just don't want to see these guys get injured and then talk about how badly they want to win trophies. It just doesn't make sense risking yourself for these pointless international games, which means nothing. We saw the same thing happen with Gabriel early on the season, and I just don't want it to happen at such a crucial part of the season. But yeah, look, after that loss, I was a bit down with Arsenal. I think a lot of fans were down, just because of the performance. And now with the injuries piling up, I'm even more concerned. Can we get across the line? Because Manchester City, they smell blood. They do smell blood, and they beat us as well, comfortably as well. So they're going to use that to motivate them. And also having injuries, so I do expect in the next few games of Arsenal, let's see what games are, it's going to get ugly. But we just have to get through with these injuries and yeah, get across the line. But I'm just hoping these players come back fit over the international break and we go again, because it's such a crucial part of the season. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about this. Would you consider an injury crisis? Are you concerned, or do you think it's just precaution? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.